Hello friends, this is Ayush, and in this video we'll be discussing the quant section of CAT 2017 evening slot paper. This is the fourth part of the solution video where we'll be discussing the questions from number system and progressions. We'll have question number 22 to 28 in this video. So let's start with the same. It's question number 22 on the screen. The numbers 1, 2, 3 up to 9 are arranged in a 3 cross 3 square grid. So let's have a 3 cross 3 square grid and we need to arrange numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9 in this such that each number occurs once and the entries along each column, each row and each of the two diagonals adds up to the same value. Okay, so each of the number from 1 to 9 is appearing once only. So first of all, if we are adding the values 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to 9, it adds up to a total of 45, which is to be divided equally among the three rows. Matlab this row should add up to a total of 15, 15 and 15. Similarly, the column should also add up to 15, 15 and 15, and this diagonal should also add up to 15, right? Again, what is given to you is the top left and the top right entries are 6 and 2. Top left and top right entries are 6 and 2, right? Then the bottom middle entry, this is the entry that we need to determine. Okay, perfectly fine. So let's start with the same. If the sum of this entire row is 15, out of which 6 and 2 are already given to us, the third value has to be 7. Now, if it is 7, then let us assume the values to be A and B for these two boxes. 7 plus A plus B equals to 15. This will give us A plus B equals to 8. Right? How is this possible? We can have 1 7, we can have 2 6, we can have 3 5. We cannot have 4 4 because value ka repetition it's not allowed. Also, out of the three solutions that we've obtained, 1 7 it's not possible because we have already used 7. 2 6 is not possible because we have already used 2 and 6. So 3 and 5 are the possible solutions. So either it can be A equal to 3, B equal to 5, or it can be A equal to 5, B equal to 3. Right? Now, considering A equal to 3, if A is 3, then diagonals adds up to 15. 6 plus 3 is already 9. So this value has to be 6, which is impossible because 6 has already been used. So A equal to 3 is a wrong assumption. Means A equal to 5. And if A equals to 5, B equal to 5 will be a wrong assumption. B equal to 3. So the value in the bottom middle entry is 3. So the correct answer for question number 22 is 3. Let's go ahead to the next question. Question number 23 is on the screen. Let's try to solve it out. If the product of three consecutive positive integers is 1, 5, 6, 0, there are three positive consecutive integers A, B, and C, the product of which is 1, 5, 6, 0. If we'll prime factorize this value 1, 5, 6, 0, we'll have 2 square into 5 square, which is for 100, and 156 can be prime factorized as 12 into 13, right? Also, what we need to take case that we are looking for three consecutive numbers. So in that case, this 2 can be split into 2 into 12. The second is 5 into 5, 5 square, and this 2 can be given to 13, 2 into 13. This will be 2 into 12, which is 24, 5 into 5 is 25, and 2 into 13 is 26. So the three consecutive numbers that we were looking for are 25, 24, and 26. What they have asked is the sum of the squares of these three integers. So we need to square them. 24 square will be 576, 25 square will be 625, and 26 square will be 676. And we need to tell them the sum. So we'll add the three values. We'll have the sum as 1877, which is the correct answer for question number 23. So for question number 23, the correct answer is option D. Let's go ahead to the next question. Question number 24 is on the screen. Let's try to solve it out. 9 raised to the power x minus 1 by 2. Prime factorizing it, we'll have 3 raised to the power 2x minus 1 minus 2 raised to the power 2x minus 2 equal to 4 raised to the power x can be written as 2 raised to the power 2x minus 3 raised to the power 2x minus 3. Right? So this 3 raised to the power 2x minus 1 can be written as 3 raised to the power 2x upon 3. And this minus 3 raised to the power 2x minus 3 on coming to this side will become positive. So it will be 3 raised to the power 2x upon 3 to the power 3, that is 27, equal to 2 raised to the power 2x plus 2 raised to the power 2x upon 2 raised to the power 2 is 4. I'll take the LCM to be 27 and I'll take 3 raised to the power 2x common. I'll have, this will be 9 plus 1 equal to, I'll take 2 raised to the power 2x common and taking the LCM to be 4, this will be 4 plus 1. Right? So it will be 3 raised to the power 2x into 10 upon 27 equal to 2 raised to the power 2x into 5 upon 4. This will be 1 and this will be 2. On cross multiplying, we'll have 3 raised to the power 2x upon 2 raised to the power 2x equal to 27 upon 8. This will be 3 by 2 whole power 2x equal to 3 by 2 whole power 3. So on comparing, we'll have 2x equal to 3 or x equal to 3 by 2. So the correct value of x is 3 by 2. So for question number 24, the correct answer is option A, 3 by 2. Let's go ahead to the next question. Question number 25 is on the screen. Let's try to solve it out. Let A1, A2, A3, A4 and A5 be the sequence of 5 consecutive odd numbers. If they are consecutive odd numbers, this is A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, they are consecutive odd numbers. So this can be A3 minus 2, A3 minus 4. This can be A3 plus 2 and A3 plus 4. Again, consider a new sequence of 5 consecutive even numbers. Again, they are consecutive even numbers. Matlab, there must be a difference of 2 in between the numbers, ending with twice of A3. So the fifth term, it's twice of A3. The term before it should be twice of A3 minus 2. The term before it should be twice of A3 minus 4. The term before it should be twice of A3 minus 6. The term before it should be twice of A3 minus 8. If the sum of the new terms in the sequence is 450, in Pacho terms, if we are going to add up, this should add up to 450. So on solving, we'll have 10A3 minus 20 equal to 450. This will give us 10A3 equal to 470 or A3 equals to 47. Now what they've asked us is the value of A5. A5 is equals to A3 plus 4 and A3 equals to 47. So 47 plus 4 equals to 51 will be the value of A5. So for question number 25, the correct answer is 51. Let's go ahead to the next question. Question number 26. How many different pairs of AB of positive integers are there such that A is less than equal to B and 1 upon A plus 1 upon B equals to 1 upon 9. So let's try to solve it out. 1 upon A plus 1 upon B equals to 1 upon 9 is given to us. So on solving, we'll have 1 upon A equals to 1 upon 9 minus 1 upon B, which will be B minus 9 upon 9B. This will give us A equal to 9B upon B minus 9. Now, the important thing is for this value of A to be integer, B minus 9 should be a factor of 9 or B or both. Right? So for considering the first case when B minus 9 is a factor of B minus 9 is a factor of 9. Now factors of 9 are 1, 3 and 9. 1, 3 and 9. For B minus 9 equal to 1, B must be equals to 10 and putting B equals to 10, we'll have A equals to 9 into 10 upon 1, which is 90. Although we have got a solution for the equation, but this won't be selected because here the value of A is greater than B, but the condition specifies that A should be less than equal to B. So this won't be considered as a solution. Considering the second case when B minus 9 equal to 3, B will be equal to 12 and A will be equals to 9 into 12 upon 3, which is 36. Again, A is greater than B, solution won't be considered. Considering the third case, B equals to B minus 9 equals to 9, B equals to 18. If B equals to 18, A equals to 9 into 18 upon 9, which is 18. This solution will be considered because A is less than or equal to B and here A is equals to B. So this is one of the solutions that we have obtained for the given equation. Let's go ahead. This was the case when B minus 9 is a factor of 9. Now B minus 9 can never be a factor of B, but B minus 9 can be a factor of 9B. Right? For this, we'll assume b equal to 36. If we are assuming b equal to 36, we'll have a equals to 9 into 36 upon 27, which turns out to be 12. This is again one of the solutions because a is less than equal to b. The next case will be b equals to 90. Here a will be equals to 9 into 90 upon 81, which is equals to 10, which is again a solution. So for the equation 1 upon a plus 1 upon b equals to 9, we have got three different solutions. The first one is 18 is to 18. The second is 1236, and the third is 1090. So for question number 26, the correct answer is three solutions. Let's go ahead to the next question, question number 27. So let's try to solve it out. What is given to us is there is an infinite geometric progression a1, a2, a3 up to a infinite, right? So this is a1 plus a2 plus a3 up to infinity, and आगे दे रखा है इसका sum it's 32. Also there is a condition that an equals to thrice of all the coming terms, right? So in that case, a1 will be equals to thrice of a2 say a infinity. This will give us a2 say a infinity equals to a1 by 3. Putting the value, we'll have a1 plus a1 by 3 equal to 32. On solving, we'll have a1 equals to 24. Now putting the value of a1 in the first equation, we'll have a2 plus a3 up to infinity equals to 8, and also a2. All the coming terms will be a2 by 3 equals to 8. On solving, we'll get a2 equal to 6. Okay. Putting the value of a2 equals to 6 in equation 2, we'll have a3, a4 up to infinity equals to 2. Also, this will be a3 plus a3 by 4 equals to 2, will give us a3 equals to 6 by 4. If we are observing the term, the first term it's 24, the second is 6. Since the terms are in GP, so the common ratio will be here a equals to 24, and the common ratio will be 1 by 4. What they've asked us is the value of a5. a5 will be equals to a into r ki power 4. That is 1 upon 4 into 4 into 4 into 4. This is 1, this is 6, this is 2, this is 3. That will be 3 upon 32, which is the correct answer. For question number 27, the correct answer is option C, 3 upon 32. Let's go ahead to the next question. Question number 28 is on the screen. What we need to do is, there are the values of a1, a2, a3 up to a100, and we need to add them. So what we need to do is 1 by 2 into 5 plus 1 by 5 into 8 plus 1 by 8 into 11, and we have to add up to 100 terms, and the 100th term will be 1 by 299 into 302, right? So just to make the calculations easy, what we'll do is we'll multiply the entire expression and divide it by 3. So this will be 1 by 3. This will be 3 into 2 by 5 plus 3 upon 5 into 8 plus 3 upon 8 into 11 up to 3 upon 299 into 30, which can further be written as 3 upon 2 minus 3 upon 5. Sorry, it can be written as 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5 minus 1 upon 8 plus 1 upon 8 minus 1 upon 11, and so on, so on, so on, up to 1 upon 299 minus 1 upon 302. Now, in case if we are observing it clearly, alternate terms will get cancelled out, everything will get cancelled out. This will be left with 1 by 2, 1 by 3 into 1 by 2 minus 1 by 302, which on solving will give us, this will be 151 minus 1 is 150, that is 1 by 3 into 150 upon 302 will be the correct answer. On cancelling, this is 1, this will be 50. On cancelling by 2, this will be 25, and this will be 151. So 25 upon 151 will be the correct answer for question number 28. Question number 28, option A is the correct answer. With this, we are done with all the questions from number systems and progressions. I hope all the questions must be clear to you. In case if you have any queries, you can post it on our Facebook page. Thank you for watching the video.